the long love that in my thought doth harbour, and in mine heart doth keep his residence, into my face presseth with bold pretence, and therein campeth, spreading his banner. She that me learneth to love and suffer, and wills that my trust and lust's negligence be reigned by reason, shame, and reverence with his hardiness, taketh displeasure. Wherewithal into the heart's forest he fleeth, leaving his enterprise with pain and cry, and there him hideth, and not appeareth. What may I do when my master feareth, but in the field with him to live and die? For good is the life ending faithfully. Whoso list to hunt, I know where is an hind. But as for me, alas, I may no more. The vain travail hath wearied me so sore. I am of them that farthest cometh behind. Yet may I by no means my wearied mind draw from the deer, but as she fleeth afore, fainting, I follow. I leave off, therefore, since in a net I seek to hold the wind. Whoso list her hunt, I put him out of doubt, as well as I may spend his time in vain. And, graven with diamonds in letters plain, there is written her fair neck round about, Noli me tangere, for Caesar's I am, and wild for to hold, though I seem tame. My galley, charged with forgetfulness, through sharp seas in winter nights doth pass 'tween rock and rock, and also mine enemy, alas, that is my lord, steereth with cruelness, and every oar a thought in readiness, as though that death were light in such a case. An endless wind doth tear the sail apace, of forced sighs and trusty fearfulness. A rain of tears, a cloud of dark disdain hath done the weary cord's great hindrance, wreathed with error and also with ignorance. The stars be hid that led me to this pain. Drowned is reason that should me consort, and I remain despairing of the port. They flee from me that sometime did me seek, with naked foot stalking in my chamber. I've seen them, gentle, tame, and meek, that are now wild, and do not remember that sometimes they put themselves in danger to take bread at my hand. And now they range, busily seeking with a continual change. Thanked be fortune. It hath been otherwise 20 times better. But once, in special, in thin array, after a pleasant guise, when her loose gown from her shoulders did fall, and she me caught in her arms long and small, therewithal sweetly did me kiss, and softly said, Dear heart, how like you this? It was no dream, I lay broad waking, but all is turned, through my gentleness, into a strange fashion of forsaking, and I have leave to go of her goodness, and she also to use newfangledness. But since that I so kindly am served, I would fain know what she hath deserved. Patience, though I have not the thing that I require, I must, of force, God knows, forbear my most desire, for no ways can I find to sail against the wind. Patience, do what they will to work me, woe or spite, I shall content me still to think both day and night, to think and hold my peace, since there is no redress. Patience, without blame, for I offended not. I know they know the same, though they have changed their thought. Was ever thought so moved to hate that it hath loved? Patience of all my harm, for fortune is my foe. Patience must be the charm to heal me of my woe. Patience without offense is a painful patience. My lute, awake, perform the last labor that thou and I shall waste, and end that I have now begun. For when this song is sung and past, my lute, be still, for I have done. As to be heard where ear is none, and led to grave in marble stone, my song may pierce her heart as soon. Should we then sigh or sing or moan? No, no, my lute, for I have done. The rocks do not so cruelly repulse the waves continually as she my suit and affection, so that I am past remedy, whereby my lute and I have done. Proud of the spoil that thou hast got, of simple hearts, through love's shot, by whom, unkind, thou hast them won, think not he hath his bow forgot, although my lute and I have done. Vengeance shall fall on thy disdain, that makest but game on earnest pain. Think not alone under the sun unquit, to cause thy lovers plain, although my lute and I have done. Perchance thee lie withered and old, the winter nights that are so cold, plaining in vain unto the moon. Thy wishes then dare not be told. Care then who list, for I have done. And then may chance thee to repent that time that thou hast lost and spent, to cause thy lovers sigh and swoon. Then shalt thou know beauty but lent, and wish and want as I have done. Now cease, my lute. This is the last labor that thou and I shall waste, and ended is that we begun. Now is this song both sung and past. My lute, be still, for I have done. Is it possible that so high debate, so sharp, so sore, and of such rate, should end so soon, and was begun so late? Is it possible? Is it possible? So cruel intent, so hasty heat, and so soon spent, from love to hate, and thence for to relent? Is it possible? Is it possible that any may find within one heart so diverse mind to change or turn as weather and wind? Is it possible? Is it possible to spy it in an eye that turns as oft as chance on die, the truth whereof can any try? Is it possible? Is it possible for to turn so oft to bring that lowest that was most aloft, and to fall highest, yet to light soft? Is it possible? All is possible, whoso list believe. Trust therefore first and after prove, as men wed ladies by license and leave. All is possible. Forget not yet the tried intent of such a truth as I have meant, my great travail so gladly spent. Forget not yet. Forget not yet when first began the weary life ye know since when. The suit, the service none tell can. Forget not yet. Forget not yet the great essays, the cruel wrong, the scornful ways, the painful patience in denials. Forget not yet. Forget not yet. Forget not this, how long ago hath been, and is the mind that never meant amiss. Forget not yet. Forget not then thine own approved, the which so long hath thee so loved, whose steadfast faith yet never moved. Forget not this. Blame not my lute, for he must sound of this or that as liketh me. The lack of wit, the lute is bound to give such tunes as pleaseth me. Though my songs be somewhat strange, and speak such words as touch thy change, blame not my lute. My lute, alas, doth not offend, though that perforce ye must agree to sound such tunes as I intend to sing to them that heareth me. Then, though my songs be somewhat plain, and toucheth some that used to feign, blame not my lute. My lute and strings may not deny, but as I strike, they must obey. Break not them then so wrongfully, but wreak thyself some wiser way. And though the songs which I indite do quite thy change with rightful spite, blame not my lute. Spite asketh spite, and changing change, and falsed faith must needs be known. The fault so great, the case so strange, of right it must abroad be blown. Then since that by thine own desert my songs do tell how true thou art, blame not my lute. Blame but thyself that hast misdone, and well deserved to have blame. Change thou thy way, so evil begun, and then my lute shall sound that same. But if till then my fingers play by thy desert their usual way, blame not my lute. Farewell, unknown, For though thou break my strings in spite with great disdain, yet have I found out, for thy sake, strings for to string my lute again. And if perchance this foolish rhyme do make thee blush at any time, blame not my lute. What should I say, since faith is dead, and truth away from you is fled? Should I be led with doubleness? Nay, nay, mistress. I promised you, and you promised me, to be as true as I would be. But since I see your double heart, farewell my part. Though for to take, it is not my mind, but to forsake. I'm not blind, and as I find, so will I trust. Farewell, unjust. Can ye say nay? But you said that I always should be obeyed, and thus betrayed. Oh, that I wist. Oh, farewell, unkissed. Lux, my fair falcon, and your fellows all, how well pleasant it were your liberty. Ye not forsake me, that fair might ye befall, but they, that sometimes liked my company, like lice away from dead bodies they crawl. Lo, what a proof in light adversity! But ye, my birds, I swear by all your bells, ye be my friends, and so be but few else. Stand whoso list upon the slippery top of court's estates, and let me here rejoice, and use me quiet without let or stop. Unknown in court, that hath such brackish joys, in hidden place so let my days forth pass, that when my years be done, without noise I may die aged after the common trace. For him death gripeth right hard by the crope. That is much known of other, and of himself, alas. Both die unknown, dazed, with dreadful face. Mine own John Poins, since ye delight to know the cause why that homeward I me draw, and flee the press of courtly looks, wrapped within my cloak, to will and lust, learning to set a law. It is not for because I scorn and mock the power of them to whom fortune hath lent charge over us, of right to strike the stroke. But true it is that I've always meant less to esteem them than the common sort of outward things that judge in their intent, without regard what doth inward resort. I grant sometime that of glory the fire doth touch my heart. I care not to report, blame by honor, and honor to desire. But how may I this honor now attain, that cannot dye the color black a liar? My points I cannot frame me tune to feign, to cloak the truth, for praise without desert, of them that list all vice to retain. I cannot honor them that set their part with Venus and Bacchus all their life long, nor hold my peace of them although I smart. I cannot crouch nor kneel to do so great a wrong, to worship them, what God on earth alone, that are as wolves these innocent lambs among. I cannot with my words complain and moan, and suffer not, nor smart without complaint, nor turn the word that from my mouth is gone. I cannot speak and look like a saint, use wiles for wit, or make deceit a pleasure, and call craft counsel, for profit still to paint. I cannot wrest the law to fill the coffer, with innocent blood to feed myself fat, and do most hurt where most help I offer. I am not he that can allow the state of high Caesar and damn Cato to die, that with his death did scape out of the gate from Caesar's hands, if Livy do not lie, that would not live where liberty was lost. So did his heart the common weal apply. I am not he such eloquence to boast, to make the crow singing as the swan, nor call the lion of coward beasts the most, that cannot take a mouse as the cat can, and he that dieth for hunger of the gold call him Alexander, and say that Pan passeth Apollo in music manifold, praise Sir Topas for a noble tale, and scorn the story that the knight told. Praise him for counsel that is drunk of ale, grin when he laugheth that beareth all the sway, frown when he frowneth, and groan when he is pale, on others' lust to hang both night and day. None of these points would ever frame in me. My wit is naught, I cannot learn the way, and much the less of things that greater be, that ask in help of colours of device, to join the middle with each extremity, with the nearest virtue, to cloak alway the vice. And as to purpose, likewise it shall fall, to press the virtue that it may not rise, as drunkenness good fellowship to call. The friendly foe with his double face, say he's gentle and courteous therewithal, and say that flattery hath a goodly grace in eloquence, and cruelty to name zeal of justice, and change in time and place. And he that suffereth offence without blame, call him pitiful, and him true and plain that raileth reckless to every man's shame. Say he is rude that cannot lie and feign, the lecher a lover, and tyranny to be the right of a prince's reign. I cannot. No. No, it will not be. This is the cause that I could never yet hang on their sleeves that weigh, as thou mayst see, a chip of chance more than a pound of wit. This maketh me at home to hunt and hawk, and in foul weather at my book to sit, in frost and snow then with my bow to stalk. No man doth mock whereso I ride or go. In lusty lease at liberty I walk, and of this news I feel nor weal nor woe, save that a clog doth hang at my heel. No force, for that it is ordered so, that I may leap both hedge and dike. Full well, I'm not now in France to judge the wine with savory sauce, those delicates to feel, nor yet in Spain, where one must him incline, rather than to be outwardly to seem. I meddle not with wits that be so fine, nor Flanders cheer letteth not my sight to deem of black and white, nor taketh my wit away with beastliness, they beasts do so esteem. Nor am I not where Christ is given in prey, for money, poison, and treason at Rome, a common practice used night and day. But here I am in Kent and Christendom, among the Muses, where I read and rhyme, where, if thou list my poins for to come, thou shalt be judge how I do spend my time.